Hi, I'm from the racing biz. This is Gary Quill with trainer Kelly Rubley and the owners of Preakness Contender, Alwaysmining, Greg, and Caroline Bentley. Thank you for your time, first of all. Alwaysmining had his final tune-up for the Preakness today on the Fairhill Tapeta. Kelly, your impressions on his final work?
I thought it was a lovely work. We started off nice and relaxed and finished up very strong and galloped out extremely well.
I know prior to or his last work, you said he was very aggressive. He seemed more relaxed today. No.
Yeah. About the 5/8 pole is where he starts getting aggressive.
Okay. So the heavy work is now over with.
Right.
I know you have to be on the grounds at Pimlico next Thursday. What's he going to do between now and then?
Well, he'll have tomorrow off, and we'll jog on Sunday and take it from there.
Okay. The Bentleys. We want to turn the focus to how you came about your interest in Alwaysmining. It obviously, or was it not to have a Triple Crown race in mind? How did that come about?
Well, it wasn't with that in mind. It's been about a year now, and we have some homebreds who are yearlings and foals, but our background is steeplechase and then longer turf races. To make things work, we thought we should learn something about dirt and younger horses and running in the winter. And Joe Cassidy is our great racing manager, so we asked him a year ago to find a horse or two who could fill that gap for us. And expectations weren't so high as they have now become. But from the start, for us, Alwaysmining's been a Maryland story, Maryland bred, which we preferred, and to have him trained here in Maryland at Fairhill by Kelly and Danny, the jockey with whom they've developed a great record, is we're proud to be representing Maryland, as it were, in the Preakness with now some higher hopes.
So this kind of all snuck up on the three of you, as far as all of a sudden you have a horse that you thought was going to be a serviceable horse. Now you're looking at a horse that keeps winning on the dirt. Maryland bred, you're in the Maryland bred stakes, and just take me through, Kelly, what your thoughts are every time you send him to the track and he wins.
Well, we're very happy every time, obviously. We started in the Maryland bred stake just after the nice win in the allowance race because we thought we deserved a shot at it, and he certainly proved to us that he belonged, and so we took the next step at Laurel in the next 7 furlong stake, and again, he proved us right. So, that's when we sat down and started talking about what our path would be, and Joe, as Mr. Bentley had mentioned, and I discussed that maybe sticking with the Maryland path was the best, and Greg and Caroline have been very, very good about sticking with the path. We've certainly had some interest. We've nominated to some of the point earning stakes, and I think we've done the right thing to incrementally bring this horse along. His confidence level continues to grow, and hopefully we're bringing it on nice and easy for him, so he'll continue to step up.
So he was gelded shortly after the private purchase, so obviously it wasn't a matter of breeding in the future, and obviously you didn't think you were going to have this caliber horse,
No.
correct?
Well, it was a slow revelation, and we were delighted. Every race was like turning the page in the book, and we just learned a little bit more about him. And Kelly and Joe. Kelly had very great instincts, which we followed, which was to take our time and develop him. He looks like he's going to be a very nice horse, and the route seemed to suit him. And Kelly's very good at following the horse's lead in terms of what's working. So we were really, it isn't like we didn't stop and think about the Kentucky Derby. I mean, who doesn't want to walk with their horse and wear that hat?
At what point, obviously, it's more complicated now with the point
Sure.
system, and you have to qualify. At any point in time, did you consider jumping on the trail?
Well, I might say there's a trail here in Maryland to the Preakness, which is I don't know how purposeful it is, but we were purposeful about it, and I guess what we've learned for Caroline and I with the first time with a 3-year-old at this level is they grow and mature. We even think that Alwaysmining is literally still growing, and you know, the Maryland route, maybe we can you know, help promote that as a way to get to a great race here, well prepared for it.
That's awesome. Now, Kelly, as far as at what point in time did you say, you know what, the Preakness should be on our radar?
Well, obviously it was a dream all along. Once, you know,
Okay.
maybe after a second stake win, we started thinking we have something really special here. So, you know, sticking with our path and incrementally increasing his distance, which has, you know, I think been key in developing this horse. And so here we are.
I know a lot of the experts will say the Tessio was very impressive, even though the caliber of competition may not have been there, but it was very educational and a great race for you because he answered some questions.
He did. You know, Danny and I believed all along that he could go 2 turns and that he could settle. And so this, you know, it wasn't necessarily our goal setting out in the Tessio to try to settle him, but our conversation was simply, if somebody wants to go, you know, don't get into a duel with them, let him go. And it took Danny a second, and the horse settled beautifully and settled backside and relaxed and kind of shut off and picked it up when he needed to.
So going into the Preakness, as far as conversations with Danny Centeno, the jock, you kind of leave it to him now that you know that he can settle off the pace, or will you just wait for the entries to come out to see what kind of competition you have?
Well, exactly. We need to see what the field is and what kind of speed is in the race and kind of predict where we think we'll be. And then obviously, once the gate opens, it's out of my hands. And Danny's going to have to make the decisions.
I know you do have experience. You've had a grade 3 winner, I believe.
Correct.
As far as you personally handling a potential grade 1 winner, any different preparation than just a horse that runs on the local circuit?
Not really. We're trying to keep everything as normal as possible.
That's awesome. Well, thank you all very much for your time, and best of luck on Preakness Day.
Cheers, Gary.
Thank you.